What's up, guys? Today we have a review of the BLU Energy X smartphone from BLU, as you can tell, today. And we're going to be doing this in a pros and cons fashion. And you can probably already tell this is going to be a pretty quick review. So let's get started. All right, now to start off with the pros, this phone definitely gets some points for aesthetics. It does look like a basic phone. But you know, some of these lines here, the fact that it's darker gray, lighter gray, and the fact that this is a full solid pane of glass, there's no markings here, all make it look like a really good phone. And not just cosmetically, but the phone feels in the hand really good. It has a 5-inch screen, which in my opinion is definitely the sweet spot. Which brings me to our first con, these bezels. I mean, it says it's at a 5-inch screen, but the bezels in every aspect reminds me of, you know, the HTC One M8. Although it feels not as tall as any of the HTC phones, the M8 or the M9, but the bezels are humongous around the whole screen, as you can tell. And the fact that this is a 720p screen doesn't really bother me that much, but the extremely washed out colors definitely does. I mean, you can tell the green in the Hangouts, these whites, everything is really, really washed out. And watching videos and everything, you really get to notice how terrible it really is. But that brings me to another pro. When you're watching videos, this loudspeaker is ridiculously loud. I mean, the fact that it's on the back, yeah, that stinks. Definitely would have preferred it on the front. And even up here, it's got this tiny cutout for the earphone. You would think they could do something with that, maybe make one here and make, you know, front-facing speakers. But even though that this is on the back, it's super loud. It never gets muffled up, and I really can never turn this on max volume without, you know, disturbing somebody near me. Which brings me to another pro. The haptic engine on here, the vibrator motor, I know I noticed it, you know, before when I did the unboxing. I felt it was kind of acute. It was definitely unique, but I've definitely gotten used to it. It really vibrates the whole phone everywhere, really evenly, and it definitely gives you a good feeling in the hand. It doesn't feel like it's vibrating lower down here, you know. Which brings us to our next point, the cameras. It really goes without mentioning that a $110 phone is not gonna have the best camera. I mean, as you can tell here, I'll post some sample shots. And the front-facing camera. Now the specs in this camera is an 8-megapixel rear camera. And don't be fooled, that 8 megapixels does not go a long way. And a 2-megapixel front shooter. And so that brings us to our last point, the inevitable 4,000 milliamp hour battery. The problem with this is that they have a 3-day battery life claim, and that's dangerous territory because they say average use, which, I mean, everybody's use case is different. I'd say for the first half of my day, I got from 100% to 80%, which is kind of general. I use an iPhone 6 Plus through AT&T with good cell reception, and that's about what I get with the iPhone 6 Plus. I can make it through a day with the iPhone, and I can do the same with this. I can make it through a day in my use case patterns. So is it a 3-day phone? Yeah, it can be if you're just texting and that's it, no web browsing or video viewing or anything. If you're using it like an old person and you're just doing mundane tasks, sure, it can last 3 days. But the way I use it, no, a 4,000 milliamp hour battery does not last as much as I thought it would. Definitely not 3 days. I could make it a day and a half, possibly. So in conclusion, is this phone worth it? Is a $110 phone with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery worth it? For me, no, it's not worth it. I mean, yeah, it's worth $110, but I never want a $110 phone. I want a phone that has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery and 4 gigs of RAM and a crazy good processor. That's just what I want, and I'm willing to pay more than that. I'd say it's a good buy. You get very basic use. It's a very basic phone, although they don't advertise it. They say that, it's a dual core processor and can do everything. They don't say what apps it can't run. But my point is, who is this phone really for? I don't think it's for me or you. I think this phone is for a parent that, forgets to charge their phone every night or every couple of nights. That's what I really think this phone is tailored for. But the blue market, I don't think can really reach to those people. It reaches to people that buy, Samsung phones or Chinese phones, because when a Chinese phone like blue is coming over to United States, I don't think they need more advertising, to reach the people that they want to, or they have to hit all the marks: a good processor, good RAM, big storage, big battery, and it definitely has to live up to the mark. Well, thanks for watching, guys. This has been a review of the BLU Energy X smartphone. I'll post a link for it in the description for the Amazon link. It's $110. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, like it, comment, let me know. And thanks. See you in the next one.